Wakeboarding is a hybrid extreme sport that combines elements of various other sports you've surely heard of, like surfing, snowboarding, skateboarding, and water skiing. This sport attracts more and more thrill seekers each year, but it also maintains a steady base of veterans, so its popularity is only growing. Today, the number of wakeboarding enthusiasts reaches 4 million worldwide. Are you planning to become one of them? Hi, I'm Alex from Iconic Man. Today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to get up on a wakeboard. So what is wakeboarding all about? Well, you're fastened to a boat and attached by rope to a powerboat that pulls you along for the ride. While things might start out pretty slow and serene, this will not last for long as the boat will accelerate up to speeds of 23 miles per hour, although for beginners it usually stays at around 19 to 20 miles per hour. At speeds like this, experienced wakeboarders can do awe-inspiring jumps and maneuvers that defy gravity. The good news is that while it might look difficult, wakeboarding can be picked up somewhat quicker than other water sports. However, it does help if you have already practiced a water sport, as it will ease the learning process. Here are a couple of tips that can help any newbie become an expert. But be warned, no matter how ambitious you are, there is no escaping this one truth. You will hit the water. Not once, not twice, but many, many times. And it will hurt. Just don't get discouraged. This is part of the learning process and there is no avoiding it. Even experts fall into the water sometimes. When you start learning how to wakeboard, you will do so under the expert supervision of an instructor. The first rule is a rather obvious one, but nonetheless very important. Listen carefully to everything he or she says. It is always good to ask questions if something is not clear. They will gladly offer you any extra information. Also, when you hit the water, make sure you ask and understand what went wrong. The length of the rope has a considerable impact on your experience. The shorter it is, the easier it is to handle. For beginners, it is also recommended to keep the tow handle low. However, as you gain more experience, you can gradually increase the rope length in order to gain more freedom and space for extreme maneuvers. There are many distractions while you are wakeboarding, and while you might be very tempted to look at your feet, the board, or the scenery, try to override your curiosity and instead look straight ahead. Staring at one thing or the other will make you lose your focus and overthink certain things, and eventually you will hit the water. Always focus on keeping the handle as close to your hip as possible. While it is not uncommon for beginners to hold the handle in a higher position, this will make you lose your balance and hit the water. This is a really important aspect and it is worth practicing beforehand, so it will come to you more naturally when you're out there. It is quite common for beginners to pull on the rope out of reflex, even though they should not. In order to make the most out of the experience, you should loosen up and allow the boat to pull you. Pulling on the rope will only make your muscles sore much more quickly and it will once again make you hit the water face first. The easiest way to avoid this is to focus on keeping your arms straight. Before you go and try out anything, you need to make sure that you have the right equipment for it. Of course, if you're just testing the waters, it is not worth making an investment just yet. Instead, look for rentals. Most centers offer this service. However, if you're serious about wakeboarding, you can consider purchasing some of the essentials, as it will be more profitable in the long run. For starters, you can look for a double-ended board with a fin. This is recommended for beginners as they offer more stability and support. Moving on to bindings, there are 3 types you can choose from. Velcro, recommended for beginners, these are easy to adjust. Adjustable boot bindings and high back boot bindings, recommended for experts, those are the best bindings for tricks. And of course, the third essential piece is the wetsuit. The main difference is the thickness of the material, which is appropriate for various weather conditions. All in all, there is quite a lot of preparation to be done for wakeboarding, but the most important thing is to arm yourself with patience. If you stay persistent and alert, you'll end up doing all sorts of crazy stunts in no time. If you enjoyed this short video and you want to know more about wakeboarding, you can find the full details on iconicman.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.